Hello and welcome to Hackathon Labs. I'm Mr. Hackathon, and in this video, I'm going to show you the tool that is killing coding for AI voice assistants. In my opinion, Chipp.ai is the easiest way to build AI agents, and they just released a feature that allows you to be voice agents extremely efficiently. Let's take a look at how to do this. The first thing you're going to do is go to the dashboard and you will see your HQ. What we want to do is go to apps and then we want to create an app. Then we will see our builder just like this. On the left plane, we can see different options such as share, access, we can see metrics, we can see calls, tags, evals. There's lots of really interesting things we can do here. But I think the first thing we want to do is to create our voice assistant. And the voice assistant we're going to create is going to be a voice assistant for the CEO of Chipp, Scott. So Scott does mastermind groups and consulting and speaking, and we're going to create a voice assistant for him based on his blog posts, based on all the information he puts out there. Chipp makes it really easy to do that. But before we do, we want to complete some very basic information, such as the name and description. We have a basic name and description here. We have the Scott voice assistant, where users can learn about Chipp and artificial intelligence. The next thing we want to do is scroll down and we want to enable voice mode. Now we've got voice mode enabled. What we want for this particular application is to set voice mode as the default interaction method. So we're just going to check that box, and now it's the default interaction method. We are going to change the voice, so let's say Ash. And we want to put a welcome greeting because we want the assistant or the agent to be the first to speak. Imagine when you call somebody, you might say, hey, how are you? Or really, the person that answers the phone is going to say hi. We're going to create a welcome greeting for Scott's voice agent to speak. Now we have our welcome greeting. We can also add a phone number. So if I hit select number, right now you can only add countries in the US, United States, or Canada, but Chipp are working on extending more access to other countries. So when the user calls this number, they're automatically activating your voice agent. Don't worry about if you don't have a phone number that they can call right here. They can still talk to your agent over the web. The next thing we want to do is to train the agent. So we can select our model that we want. You can see all the different models here that we can select. We will leave it as the default model for now. And we can add a prompt. We'll do that a little bit later. But what we want to do is add a source. So a little bit earlier, we visited Scott's website. We're just going to copy that, go to add source, and we can add a website URL, but we can also add documents, we can add audio, we can add files, YouTube videos, Instagram, TikTok videos, podcasts, you name it. So what we're going to do is add a website URL. We're going to do that, and we're going to select crawl entire website. So it's going to scrape all the information from Scott's website and add it to the agent's knowledge base. We can see now that the website has been added. So we just click, we can see view sources, and there we can see it's added 21 pages. We click and we can see all the pages that's been added. If we wanted to add any pages that are not there, all we have to do is, if I scroll down to the recent posts, we can see here we have the recent posts, and I can add source, go to website URL and add source again, and just add this individual source if somehow it hasn't scraped it. What we can do if we scroll down, I wouldn't recommend you to touch these settings if you're an absolute beginner just getting started. But these are the advanced RAG settings, so you can actually fine tune how AI gets the information and uses the knowledge source from your documents. You can make it a lot stricter, or you can make it a lot less stricter and more creative. So we're just going to leave that for now. Typically, your agents, whether voice or otherwise, have abilities. So here, the abilities that it has by default is image recognition. That won't be needed when we're just using voice. Image generation, URL retrieval, it can fetch content directly from a URL. Let's remove that. Let's remove file upload. Maybe let's keep search the web for live information. We want it to search the knowledge base, and we also want it to be able to read entire documents, even though we haven't uploaded any documents. You can also add custom actions. Custom actions allow your voice agent the ability to do other stuff on the internet. So if you want it to send an email, if you want it to add data to a database, it allows it to do all this really, really interesting things. Collection form, I'm not sure collection form quite works with voice the same way it works with the regular text-based agents. Collection form allows you to collect leads and push it to a Google Sheet. So we're going to add a prompt here that allows the voice agent to respond like Scott. For now, I put something really, really simple. I said the agent is a helpful assistant for Scott, and I want the agent to answer questions like about Chipp and AI like Scott. Let's give that a try. Hey, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear. How's it going?
I'm great, thank you.
Glad to hear it. What can I help you with today?
Can you tell me a little bit about Chipp?
Absolutely. Chipp.ai is an AI company that focuses on creating conversational and intelligent AI agents. They specialize in natural language understanding, automation, and making AI assistants that can actually carry out tasks for people. They're all about making AI more useful, efficient, and easy to integrate into everyday life and business operations. Want to dive into any specific details about them?
Yeah, what makes them different from other companies?
Great question. What really sets Chip AI apart is their focus on action-oriented AI. They don't just create chatbots that respond to questions. They build AI that can automate real workflows, take meaningful actions, and integrate smoothly with existing tools. They emphasize adaptability, so their AI can learn specific domain knowledge and handle complex conversations. Plus, they place a strong emphasis on making AI agents that are secure, scalable, and easy to customize for different industries.
So if we wanted to change that, we would have to change the prompt. We would have to increase the knowledge sources. So we go back to our knowledge sources, and we do have 21 pieces there, but it still is relatively limited. I would want to add a lot more information on Scott's views on AI. Uh, we added this one document, but we want to add a lot more than that. From this interface, if the user wanted to trigger the voice, all they had to do is click Start Voice Conversation, and that triggers the voice conversation, and then they enable the microphone. I think the last thing that I would do is some branding and style changes. All I'm going to do is change this logo. I'll go ahead and find the Chipp logo somewhere. We've added the Chipp logo. And now to publish this, all we have to do is hit share. We have a URL that's accessible and shareable. And now users can interact with the voice assistant. The possibilities with custom voice agents are endless for your business. And as you saw, I'm not sure if we need to code these voice agents anymore. But what do you think? Let me know in the comment section. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me on social media, and happy hacking.